YouTube, what are we doing here? Sports by ScaL, NBA Sunday. We are on an absolute heater. Congratulations to everyone who is tailing these picks. We got a big slate Sunday. We're going to talk about it. Are you ready to make another parlay or what?
Big plays, we don't miss. This the pick of the year. Click in, lock in. Sports by ScaL right here. Parlays, game lines, run it up, be clear. Say it loud, say it proud. What are we doing here?
All right, guys, if you are betting on NBA player props daily, you want to be here. Hit that subscribe button. We are almost at 1,000 subs. Thank you for everyone for your support. Let's get right into the picks. We're going to take a look at the first game, Magic, Grizzlies, and we're going to take a look at the two players who did the best in those games. They only played a couple days ago, and we're looking at Anthony Black. He had 21 points. He had 6 rebounds and 7 assists. He played extremely well, regardless of the fact that his matchup, 28th in the league versus his position. All right, they're pretty tough on transition scoring, so, and that's his dominant play type, and he still succeeded. So that being said, head-to-head, he had 34 PRA. His line is 27, okay? That was his closing line. I kind of like him for 25 PRA. It's only 2 below his line. I'm sure you can get that on DraftKings, and you can probably get that, obviously, on FanDuel. But for Anthony Black, taking a look at 25 PRA, he's been pretty consistent. Well, 27 PRA, which is his line. He is 71%. By all means, this is one of those picks where if you could only take the line, I'd say 27 PRA is a safe line for Anthony Black for this matchup, okay? Obviously, if you can take him for a little less, it's always good to have a safety net in terms of, I always have to go 1 or 2 below the line just to kind of, because how many times, I'll show you a parlay right now on Pikkit that this is my parlay yesterday. Busile is cashed, Naz Reid cashed, DeMar DeRozan. Look at this. His line was 25, and he had 23. Do you know the pain? Look at this. Nembhard, cashed. Trey Murphy, cashed. DeAndre Hunter, cashed. Edgecombe, 20 points. He had 18. Again, if we just go a little bit below the line, we could really be sweeping these parlays, all right? Moving forward, that's Anthony Black. Franz Wagner also played very well. So if you're not an Anthony Black fan, you can take Franz Wagner for 25 PRA. He dropped 9 boards. He had 2 assists, and he had 18 points. So, I mean, if you did want to just take him for his rebounds, his close line was 5. 5 rebounds. He has the best matchup versus rebounds, 20th in the league. So if you want to take him for 5 boards, I think it's a pretty good idea, or 25 PRA. All right, moving forward, the next game, the Nets and the Bulls. My man Ayo cashed us last night. 15 points we took him for. His line was 13. He had 15. He crushed it. So I'm also looking at him for this next game for points and rebounds versus the Nets. They allow the 12th most rebounds in the league. I kind of do like the fact that if, the assists, he does kind of get a lot of assists now, doesn't he? So maybe we should go PRA for him. I think that magic number would be, if his line is 24, I'd go 20. Right now, this might be 57% now. But when I take Josh Giddey out of the equation, 20 PRA is 81%. No Zach Collins, 81%. Now, if you wanted to go a little higher, you can go 22. And we're still in that 70% range that we need. Okay? His matchup is 28th in the league versus spot-up shooting. Look at that. His RA, his dominant shooting zone, they're 24th in the league. Again, I think 22 PRA is a good number. Obviously, if you can go 20 with good juice, go 20. Now, with that being said, the next pick I like, Buzelis, again, he has another fantastic matchup. His line is still 16 points. We're taking him for 15. It's a 90% hit rate without Josh Giddey. Look at this matchup. 21st in the league versus position, 26th versus transition scoring, and 24th versus his dominant shooting zone. Take a look at this. Look who's been cashing. AO, Cedric Howard. You know, it's he scores 57% of his scoring 10 feet within the basket. So, also 48% of his scoring comes right under the basket. And they're both green. So he has a great matchup. I like Buzelis for 15 points. We're going to look at Clowney. Okay, Clowney has a fantastic matchup, probably the best you can get, 30th in the league, dead last at defending his position. In favorable matchups, his line is 12. It's a 71% hit rate. If you went 11, it's a 78%, okay? I like Clowney for tomorrow. Also, his rebounds. He had a great rebounding game last game versus the Bulls that he just played. So, you might want to go points and boards for him instead. And that number, I'd probably put at 15 to be safe. I put him at 15 points and boards to be safe. But that's up to you. You guys saw the data. I can only give you guys all the information, whatever you choose to do. I'll tell you what I like to do and what I'm thinking about doing, but all the information is here. You can see the chart for yourself, what numbers look good, what numbers don't, and we can all talk about it in the comments. Michael Porter Jr. also respects the coin. Again, he cashes for 34 PRA, and it's the perfect example of why his line was 36. I said go 34, lowered a little bit, and look what happens. To those who tailed, congrats, we cashed on that. That was a nice little play. Let's do it again. I like him again. Let's see how we did. He went 9 for 17, shot 53%. He had 26 points in 32 minutes, had 7 boards, 10 rebound chances, 1 assist. So it's telling me that if we might go, let's just say we went PR instead, and we went, his line is 33. If you go 31 PR or even 30, it's a little bit higher of a hit rate, and less juice you have to go, and it's safer. So maybe go 30 PR for Michael Porter Jr. His assists just, I don't know. He does get assists. Obviously, you see here 4, 5, 5. But past couple of games, he's just been scoring. If you went PRA, I think the magic number would be like 32 from 36 or 33. I'd say 33 PRA. 1 lower than the last game because I hate assuming that they're going to do better. I always assume that they're going to do worse for safety. So 33 PRA for MPJ. Okay, let's take a look at the Pelicans and the Rockets. I do love Sengun in this matchup. He had a monster game last night versus the Wolves, 42 PRA. Seems to be a little bit of a pattern here, though. I mean, this was a tough matchup, and I do love to see that. I do love to see when players don't do well in tough matchups because it makes you think that you're reading this information correctly. Again, tougher matchup, shitty game. Great matchup, good games. Here, okay, here. So in a good matchup, I like the number 35 PRA. It's an 83% hit rate, and let's just see what he did head-to-head versus them last time they played. Sengun last time they played had 47 PRA. They are 29th in the league versus position, 21st versus post-up shooting, and his dominant shooting zone, which would be right under the basket. They are almost dead last at defending scoring from under the rim. So I do like Sengun for 35 PRA. Also, I like Amen Thompson. Amen Thompson, his matchup is 29, 29, 29. Excellent matchup. Last time they played, he had 23 points, 6 boards, 4 assists. So he had 33 PRA. His line is 32. The only thing that's kind of like, I want to go a little bit lower than that. I want to go like 28 PRA is because Eason is questionable. So if he plays, he's going to have to share some of those minutes. And for 28 PRA, we're talking he's 76%. So there's that, right? Now, if you look at this, the games he went below 26, 26, 25. It's almost like if he goes past 28, he's going to go hit 29 and 30. Oh, look, 30, 30, 30. So if you can't get the juice you need, you probably can go 30 PRA. But 30 would be my least. Like 30 PRA still is at a 76% hit rate. So keep that in mind. All right, Trey Murphy. Last time they played, he had 27 points. He had 3 boards, 2 assists at a 32 PRA, 1 under his current closing line. So I kind of like him for 30 PRA. He's absolutely on a heater for 30 PRA. His last 7 games, he's cashed this. Look at his matchup: Julius Randle, Cash, McDaniels, Kamara flat, Siakam, Hunter. They all went over those lines. Even with tough matchups, let's take a look. Even with tough matchups, he's still. Let's just take a look at this. Yeah, he's still 60%. So if you wanted to bring this down to 28, if you can get the juice, bring it to 28. That might be a little safer in this matchup because the Rockets are tough. They are tough. He did play well against them last time, but you can't assume he's going to play well again. All we could assume is the numbers and what the percentages are of them hitting that numbers, and then bet on the highest percentage. Just makes that much sense. All right, so yeah, I also like Saddiq Bey. Last time they played, he had a monster game, 30 points. Let's just take a look. 38 points and rebounds. His line is 20. I like him for his line. I like Saddiq Bey for his line. Yeah, it's crazy. Let's just go back and look. Sengun. Last time they played, who didn't play that game? Just Terry Eason. Okay. All right, great. All right, guys. Shout out to PropsMadness. Thank you guys so much for providing my subscribers with a discount link that is in the description of this video as well as in my bio on YouTube. You can click the link and you'll be able to purchase this software for a discount. I use it every day, 5 hours a day, religiously, and let me tell you something, it helps. I've won a lot of money because of this, so keep that in mind. Yeah. And also, Pikkit, again, for whatever we talk about tonight, I'm going to post in my DraftKings account that gets linked to Pikkit so that everybody can see it. That link is in my description. Use code ScaL, download Pikkit. You'll be able to follow me automatically, and they will also pay you anywhere between $3 and $100 just for signing up. And you'll be able to see all my parlays close to game time. I try to get them as close as I can after the final injury report to know who's playing, who's not. Then I find the best lines, and I will post them, and then you guys can simply just copy it, and you can use it yourself. This was a tough one last night. We lost very, 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 very horribly. So we're going to change that tonight, though, for sure. We need some revenge. All right, that was Sengun, Thompson. We spoke about Saddiq Bey. Oh, Saddiq Bey I liked for his line, 20 PR. Also, Derek Queen had a monster rebounding game against them. He had 12 boards. Crazy. He had 28 points in boards, and his line is 20.5. I'd probably just go 8 boards for Derek Queen. Honestly, that's his line. Take it from his line. Okay, so we're going to look at the Blazers and the Kings. Precious Achiuwa, you son of a... You leave the Knicks. And you start playing like this? I called it the last game, the last video. I said Precious Achiuwa, and he cashed for us. I took him for 14 points and boards. He had 22. This line is going to continue to go up as he continues to play like this. All right? Now, the only problem is, did Sabonis play? Sabonis played this game. Sabonis did not play this game. So I got to be honest with you. This is probably going to come to an end, I'm going to say. Because I don't know how many minutes Sabonis had. Let's take a look. Sabonis, he had 13 points last game. He only had 21 minutes, all right? He's usually playing anywhere between 30. So what that tells you is Precious Achiuwa got that extra playing time that he needed to get those numbers. So with him being back, I might stay away. This game, let's see what happens with his minutes. Let's see how Achiuwa plays with Sabonis. So I'm going to stay away from that one. Who else do I like? Too many injuries here. Drew Holiday, questionable. Keon Ellis, Keegan Murray. Where was it? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Jeremy Grant, Chris Murray, Drew Holiday, Denny Abdia, all questionable. I don't like that. We're going to stay away. And whatever picks I decide to do, they will be on Pikkit, so that's how you can go check for that game. Raptors, Lakers, we're going to take a look at the one and only LeBron James with no Luka Doncic, no Austin Reeves. I mean, I don't even know if there's data for that. No, there's not. They're going to juice the hell out of his line, and I'm not ready for it. But we're going to go 32. We're going to... Wait, what? There's no way his closing line was 42 PRA. Wow. Yeah, they know. I don't know if I can take that. I don't know if I can go 42 for him. I probably will go 25 points. Nah, not even. I'd go 20. Let's just see. 25 points is 7. I go 25 points for LeBron. Maybe go 8, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 boards. I go 7 boards. Maybe take it separately. Gee, this is tough. I might stay away from this too. All right, guys. Oh, let's take a look. Wait, Brandon Ingram. I like Ingram. He has a good matchup versus position. The last time they played, yeah, he had 20 points. His line was 24, but he had 34 PRA. He's definitely grabbing some boards. He had 7 rebounds, 7 assists. So I do like Brandon for his PRA, and I like that number at 30. Yeah, I like that number for 30, but a lot of injuries. Quickly, game time. Barrett, game time. Oh, Quickly's doubtful. Paul to Walter, it's tough. But I do also kind of look at Scotty Barnes. His matchup is sick. 28 versus his position, 25 versus transition scoring. And in favorable matchups, he plays pretty well. Pretty well. So let's take a look at his line is 36. Lowest I'd go is 31. I'd go 31. But only take Scotty. I mean, listen, if these guys don't play, okay? If Quickly doesn't play, Barrett, if Barrett doesn't play, take him for 31 PRA. If he does play, we're taking Scotty Barnes for his assists. And that number is 6 for me. In favorable matchups, maybe go 5 also if you wanted to. Let's take a look here. With no Quickly. Yeah, with no Quickly, he gets more assists, and that number's, I like 6. So, yeah, that's about it. Oh, and Murray Boyles. Murray Boyles I like in this game a lot. He's got a good matchup versus transition scoring and versus dominant shooting zone. He's been shooting very well. He's rebounding the ball very well. I like this kid. I do like him for his points and boards, and that number for me is 15 points and boards for Boyles. Guys, that is the video. Thank you for staying this long. I appreciate it. It means a lot to us. It helps YouTube push the video out, and that's why we're here. So we can grow the community, and we could talk about it and make some money all together. So comment below if you guys want some money in the last video. I'd love to hear it. Keep that coming. And, yeah, good luck. Peace.